my wonderful little oddballs, it is Amy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought that I would share with you guys what's in my makeup bag. I don't think that in the whole time I've been on YouTube that I've ever done a what's in my makeup bag video, and that's just because in the past I've always had an excessive amount of products. If you've seen that makeup collection video I did or any of my makeup decluttering videos, you know that in the past I've had a whole dressing table full of like 6 different bronzers and 12 different blushes and like 10 foundations. And so I was using different products every day. You know, I'd have my favorites that I tend to stick to, but I didn't have like a go-to makeup bag with a set amount of products that I relied on for my everyday face, if that makes sense. This year has been full of a lot of changes, as many of you probably already know. I did a ginormous declutter of my life. I've been changing the way that I'm thinking about consuming products, about buying stuff, and also I moved to the other side of the planet and became an expat. And with that, it really helped me with my minimalism. Because you can't take all that stuff with you, right? You gotta leave it behind. And so I don't have that much makeup anymore. Before I do that, I want to have a disclaimer because I am not a minimalist. I fully accept that I will probably never be a minimalist. I'm not gonna be the kind of person who has like so few items in their life, but I am working towards being more minimal, right? And that's a good thing, I think. It's been positive for me. And second disclaimer, this is not all the makeup that I own here in Kuwait. I do have a second makeup bag with kind of more nighttime appropriate makeup for when I want to make my face look super fancy. For when, you know, we go to Dubai or we go on trips or whatever, but for day-to-day in Kuwait, this is all I use. And for me, if you know me, you know this is severely condensed compared to my past life. This has been the longest intro of life. Let's just get on. Let's see what's in here, okay? Okay, let's do that. This makeup bag has served me so well. It's adorable, firstly. I've had it for about a year, and I got it at Primark for £3, so bargain. So the first thing I have is my primer, and when it came to choosing one primer that I was going to use day in, day out, I was happy to splurge a little bit and treat myself to Benefit's Professional because, in my opinion, it's my favourite primer of life. I have some definite pore issues. I'm not really as oily as I used to be since I moved to Kuwait, just I think because of all the aircon has literally just sucked the moisture out of me as a human. My hair is dry, my skin is dry. I don't know if that's good for me, but it's definitely helped control the oiliness. This stuff makes your skin so silky smooth and your foundation can just glide on over the top. It really does help to minimize the appearance of pores and any kind of weird texture. It has that super, almost sickly, soft, silicone-y feel. And if you're not into silicone primers, you're not gonna love it, but I love it. Next, for my foundation, recently I've been using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. Mine is in number 3. I used to be in number 2, but look how tanned I am since I've been living in the Middle East. This used to be my go-to foundation when I was younger. When I was a teenager, I used to use this. And so when it came to choosing a new foundation, I thought that I'd give this another go. I was kind of drawn towards the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, but when I tried it, it was just so thick. I knew that I couldn't deal with that in my day-to-day life. I feel like for a nighttime foundation, that would be good, but it is extreme coverage. Extreme, and I just didn't feel like my face could deal with that, whereas this is very lightweight but you compromise on the coverage a little bit. So I don't know if you can see, let me get my face on up here. Oh, this can't be good for you to look at this close up. But you can definitely see my freckles through this. I kind of pack on the concealer over top to kind of hide them a little bit more, because I just don't like my freckles generally. I don't want them to be out there like beacons to the world. So generally I like a foundation that's a bit more full coverage, but it is so comfortable to wear. You don't feel it on your skin. It looks like skin on your face. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm getting along well with it. I might try something new when this runs out, just to play the field a little bit. But it's an excellent foundation. I still love it. Still got good things to say about it. Next, I have concealer, and I currently have 2 concealers in my everyday makeup bag. I don't actually use this one every day. This is my ride or die, everyday, cannot live without concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Concealer. I've been using this for many years, talked about it many times, and I still think it's the best budget drugstore concealer that you can find. At this point, the sponge has completely broken on this one, which has never happened to me before. I think it's because the bags under my eyes are so extreme at the moment that I've been applying it maybe a little bit too vigorously. I'm like, please do something about the bags. But yeah, this is the one I use every day. And then I have this one for when I want to feel a little bit extra, you know, because I use this one to highlight. It's a little bit lighter than this one. This is the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. I've got mine in number 10 Ivory, and I really like this as a concealer as well. I mean, again, great coverage, really nice blending. I don't think it's as full of a coverage as this one, but when I use these two together, it's like magic. It's beautiful. Next is my setting powder. Look how skanky this looks. It is well used, well loved. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. But yeah, I mean, this has been talked about by everyone and their dog because it's an excellent setting powder. For oily gals out there, this is the shiz. It's so good. It really does help to set everything in place, stop the oil from like sneaking out throughout the day, and it also just adds a nice finish to the face as well. Mine is hitting pan in a pretty big way. Next is bronzer. It's the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. Mine is in Fair to Light, and again, I am hitting some serious pan, you guys. When I had 1,000,001 makeup products and I was using a little bit of this, a little bit of that, things would last me forever. But when you're using the same products day in, day out, you realize that actually you need to go through and repurchase quite frequently. So everything is running out right now, what can I say? For my blush, I use the NYX Baked Blush. Mine is in Wanderlust, and I chose this because it's a pretty good dupe for the Milani Luminoso blush. It's got that same kind of rose gold kind of glow. It's a kind of a peachy kind of pink. It's absolutely beautiful, blends really nicely, lovely and pigmented, and just, in fact, I think I might prefer it to the Milani Baked Blush. And I heard that Milani changed the formula or the colour in some way of Luminoso, and so now it's not as nice. If you were on the Luminoso bandwagon, you might want to jump ship and try this one because it's really good. On the day-to-day, I do not wear eyeshadow because ain't nobody got time for that to go to work. I just use 2 different eyeliners and a mascara. Just use 2 eyeliners. I know, maybe it's a bit excessive. On my upper lid, I use the Soap & Glory Super Cat Liquid Black Eyeliner Pen. I've talked about this a bunch of times. I mean, these really are my ride or die makeup products, you know. I had all those products before, and these are the ones that I picked out and decided if I have to wear the same product day in, day out, these are going to be the ones that I use. It makes doing winged liner pretty much foolproof because the tip of it is so precise and you have a lot of control over it. It's super dark, super black, stays on all day, so I love it. And then for underneath my bottom lash line, I've been using this, which all the words have rubbed off. Rimmel Specialized Precision Eyeliner Pencil. There we go. This one is in brown. I've really got back into using brown eyeliner. Using a brown will definitely soften things up for the daytime, which I really like. It makes it look a little bit less harsh. For my mascara, I use the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Super Volume Mascara, which is great if you want to get volume in your lashes in what I refer to as a Disney princess kind of way, because they don't look over the top or fake. You don't get that false lash effect like you do with, say, Benefits They're Real. They look very natural but fluttery and just very pretty. Then I have started filling in my brows and like darkening them up, especially since I've got a little bit more tanned. By the time I put my foundation on, my eyebrows don't even exist anymore. It's like they hide, they've gone. They've checked out of the building. So I do need to kind of do a little bit of a something to them, but I'm not super into my brows. Some people are like really into their brows, right? It's like they're children. They take great pride in their brows. They want to talk about their brows. They want to spend a long time on the brow train. I'm not a brow person. I just don't care that much. So I don't even have a brow product. I literally just use an angled brush and some eyeshadow. This is the Live Love London Love Your Look Live Mattes palette. The colour that I use is, well, a little bit of this one and a little bit of this one. I just do a little bit of a mix. Then for lipstick, I've gone back to my old favourite, which is the Revlon Balm Stain in Honey. It's a really easy to wear everyday nude. I've got it on right now. It's got, you know, pinky undertones, but very wearable. And then finally, I will set everything in place with my NYX Matte Finish setting spray. To be honest, I don't use this every day anymore since I'm not as greasy as I used to be. For the general day-to-day, I don't bother. I only tend to use it if I know I'm going out somewhere after work and I need my makeup to like cling on for dear life. Then I'll use this. But on the day-to-day, I tend not to reach for it so much anymore. So okay, how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But if we take out these, because I don't use these every day, then that's 11. 11 might seem like a lot to some people, might seem like nothing to other people. If you'd have asked me 6 months ago, can you live with just 11 makeup products, I would have laughed in your face for a good 10 minutes straight. Now I feel like this is really all I need. Even if you took that other makeup bag away, maybe I'd want to cling on to my Urban Decay Naked palette, but for the most part, you know, I could live with this. I could live with this little makeup. I am still on this whole decluttering, downsizing, living a more simple life journey. I'm not there yet, but I've come a heck of a long way. This is a side note, but I can now get up and I can go to the mall, or I can go grocery shopping, or I can go out into the world with not a scrap of makeup on my face, and I don't really care. Whereas a few months ago, I would never have been able to do that. I didn't even like to answer the door to the postman without my foundation on. So I definitely feel like, I don't know if it's through this minimalist journey, I don't know if it's through moving to the other side of the world, I don't know what has brought this on, but I've definitely noticed a huge increase in my self-esteem. But to just accept, okay, my face is my face, it's fine, it's great, it does a job. Sometimes you want it to look better, but if I have to go out with just my bare naked face, I'm okay with that. And that for me is a huge thing. So yeah, that's kind of that, really. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know. I am going to be making more videos about living with less, about being a little bit more minimal in what I buy and what I use. So if that is something that you're interested in, then go ahead and subscribe, join the Oddball family. It's a fun place to be. I know this has been the longest video ever, but I do want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed, because we hit 5,000 oddballs this week. I am so grateful. You don't even know. When I logged into YouTube and I saw that, I just finished a workout and I was sat there like sweating and gross, just like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing that's ever happened. It really made my day. You don't even know. It was awesome. So thank you. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you all soon. Bye.